Hello and welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. This will be the last episode. I hope you're well and I hope you're excited to see the finale of this series. It's not gone as well as I would have hoped, but we've got a game against Napoli today. Hopefully we can end the series off with a victory. I'll also have a bit of a discussion about teams that I'm thinking about doing for the FM22 Beta game, which is out very, very soon, I imagine, in the next few days. So since last episode where we played against Parma and Juve, we haven't won a game. We lost against Sampdoria, 1-0, lost 4-1 to Roma, 3-1 to Milan and 4-1 to Cagliari. So things are looking good heading into this final game against Napoli, who just confirmed their place in Serie A next season. They're currently 16th, we're 14th. I'm not sure if they can overtake us if they win today. Yes, they can. We could end up finishing as low as 16th, where Napoli currently sit, and can only really, I don't even think we can finish 13th. We might be able to finish 13th, but at this point, who really cares? So here is the final lineup for our final game in charge of Spezia, the final game in FM21. As I previously mentioned, it's a 4-4-2 formation, our usual custom wing play home formation. We've got La Rosa in goal, Lintner, Mitev, Lansaro and Lung in defence, Lucidi, Marini, Fagioli and Dobrich in midfield, then Antonio Miguel with Alessio Landi up front. Now, in the gap since the last episode, there has been some movements on the board takeover front. We've actually had a board takeover and they've injected some cash and they've increased our wage budget substantially as well. So it would have been quite an exciting time had we managed to continue the series, but it's got to come to an end, unfortunately. But looking ahead to FM22, as we've got a highlight here, I imagine I'm probably going to have a very highlight-filled game because I want to try and have a bit of a discussion on what I'm going to do for FM22 on this one. Antonio Miguel through on goal, good save by Longo. We nearly took the lead there. It would have been a special way to end the series. Ball in from Fagioli, headed away. Marini's at the edge of the box. Finds Lucidi. He shoots, and it's a good save again from Longo. Of course, we started our career in this save with Chennai City in India. We then moved on to Ireland. We managed Sligo Rovers and Shamrock Rovers, finally winning the league with Shamrock Rovers. Couldn't manage it with Sligo as Landy finds himself through on goal again, and it's a good save by the Napoli keeper. You can see why Napoli were in such danger this season in Serie A, as Fagioli puts a ball across and that's cleared easily by the Napoli defenders. So looking ahead to FM22, there's a few teams that I'm interested in for the beta save. Brentford are one of them. I think what they've got going on at the minute in real life is it's pretty decent. I'd like to try and get them into a European place maybe in the first season and just see where we can take them. So that's one of the teams I'm looking at. I'd also quite be interested in taking over either Lille or Inter just to see if we can retain the league titles that they won, as Landy's through on goal. It's a good block and it looks like it's going to get cleared by Napoli. Of course, Lille winning League 1 last season and Inter winning Serie A. Inter, of course, they lost quite a few key players in the summer, so that would be a bit of a rebuilding job there. And then Lille was sort of a bit of a shock winner of League 1 last season, as Antonio Miguel's through on goal, and it's a good save again. We are absolutely dominating Napoli here. Why couldn't we have done this all season? Another team that I might be interested in managing would be Saint Etienne, a bit of a random one, another French team, but they are one of the most successful teams in French football history and haven't had the best of times of it in recent memory. I think the last time they won a league title, I may be wrong here, is in the 80s. So that could be an interesting one to do, but that seems like a bit of more of a longer term save, whereas the beta save, I kind of want to just have it for, I don't know, maybe 3 seasons or so. As we reach half time, it's somehow 0-0. We have been dominating in terms of the highlights, but Napoli have managed to get a couple of shots on target, 6 on goal. So it'd be a good idea, I guess, would be for you guys to let me know who you think I should take over for the beta save on Football Manager 21. Ideally want it to be a team that's in the top tier of one of the top 5 European leagues. Put your case forward in the comments section down below and I might choose your team to manage, because I'm completely not settled on any of the teams that I've mentioned already. I don't want to do the teams that I feel like everyone else is going to be doing, as Dobrich has got a great chance to get a ball across. It's Marini with the shot and it's just over the bar. Obviously, people are going to be doing Newcastle. So they've just been taken over. They've got tons of money. Barcelona rebuild is going to be another one that people are doing, as Fagioli puts a ball in, punched away by Longo. Can we get a goal? We've been peppering them. Miguel's there. He's offside. He had to be offside. It's probably going to go to VAR, but I imagine it was offside. Other teams I've seen people are already saying that they're going to manage is Arsenal. I don't think I've seen anyone do Brentford. Just going back to one of the teams that I mentioned, I've not seen anyone say that they're going to do any of the other ones. But like I said, if you do have suggestions and if you want to give me the reason behind your suggestion, please let me know in the comments section. Now we'll focus on the last 20 minutes of this game, and hopefully we're not going to throw this away, as Lautaro is going to do his best to throw this away. It's a red card, a sending off for Filippo Lautaro. We're down to 10 men in our final game, and I can't be bothered to make any changes. Why am I doing that? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're just going to move one of these down to defensive midfield. We'll move Fagioli down to defensive midfield, and we'll stick him as a half-back. Give a bit more of cover. I don't really know. We should really sort it out, but if we lose this, it's just a sign of how our save's gone, really. It took us a long time to get the league title in India. 4 seasons, I think it was. And then Fagioli with a free kick. Oh, it's off the bar and it's cleared. And then in Ireland, of course, it took a few seasons to do that. We had to eventually move from Sligo. It wasn't going to happen. And we got it in our first season at Shamrock, which felt like a bit of a cheat. But Shamrock job came available and I got the job. So it's just what happens. And Spezia job, of course, we've managed to keep them in Serie A for a substantial amount of time, as we have conceded. Graziano Brancato with the goal, his 50th league goal of his career. So somewhat of a milestone for the final game of the series and the final game on this game. I've said that about 5 times. I'm just repeating myself at this point, as Napoli have a throw in. Herrero finds Jota. Surely not Diogo Jota. I doubt it. Ayoshish to Paqueta. Napoli well into this game now with us down to 10 men, as McKennie is there and that's pulled wide. We should have taken our opportunities that we had earlier in the game. We had so many of them. If we'd just taken a couple of them, we would have been comfortably ahead and maybe Lautaro wouldn't have been sent off. But it's happened now. We're down in 15th, so we're not 16th. We're not as low as we could have been. We've got a chance with Fagioli to take a free kick. Can he find someone's head? No, we can't. Well, he can, but it's a man in blue, not a man in white. As Lintner, another chance to get a ball in. Landy's there. Marini's there. How has he missed that? It was an open goal. It's offside anyway. Calm down. Calma. As McKennie has a throw in deep in our half. Paqueta plays it back to McKennie. Ball into the box, and that's easily collected by La Rosa, who is hopefully going to launch this forward, and we're going to get an equalising goal. He launches it forward. We don't get an equalising goal, as the ball is back with Napoli for them to launch yet another attack on us in the last 4 minutes of injury time here. Lucidi picks it up on the right wing. Can he do anything with it? He cuts inside. He's doing a nice little run here, but he gets tackled fairly by Ayoshish, and there's a massive gap in our defence because we didn't fill it properly, and Branchato is through on goal, and it's a good save by the keeper, and Lintner manages to clear that one. So we get to full time. There's the lads. They're all giving everyone doing a lap of honour around the field for our last home game of the season. It's a 1-0 defeat. Would have been nice to end with a win, but wasn't to be. I think it's a 15th place finish for us in this season with Spezia. Yeah, 15th place finish. I think that's 2 places worse off than last season. Pretty sure we finished 13th previously. Well, I'm just going to take you through a quick look at the history just in case you haven't seen it, and then we'll call it a day on this save. So here we go. We had 3 seasons, which was technically more than that because I had to restart the game because there was an issue with I started the long-term save on the beta game, which isn't what you meant to do, and there was an issue with it. So I think we had about 6 seasons maybe at Chennai City. Eventually won the league, came second in 1 season. Did we win a cup? I can't remember. Manager of the year, manager of the month. That's the league. Yeah, so we just won the league there. Moved to Sligo. Spent a long time at Sligo. What's that? 6 seasons at Sligo. Didn't really manage anything. Had to get them back up to the top tier of Irish football. Did so quite easily. Then moved on to Shamrock. Won the league in the first season with them. Won the Irish Cup and the All-Ireland Champions Cup as well. Moved to Spezia when they were technically in Serie B. I think they'd actually been promoted by that point. Or they were in the playoffs. Something like that. I can't really remember. And then, of course, we finished 13th in the first season in Serie A, and we've just finished 13th. No, we haven't. We've just finished 15th in the second one in Serie A. So it has been a bit of a journey. It's not as long as I would have liked. I was hoping to get through more countries. In hindsight, it was probably a lot to do to try and get through every single country in the game. Maybe need to split that up if I want to try and do something similar next time out. But you live and you learn. In FM22, as I said, we're going to start with a beta save with a team in one of the top 5 leagues in Europe. Not sure which one yet. I'm also not sure on what the long-term save is, but keep an eye on the channel. There'll be info on that coming up, no doubt. But that is it for this episode and for this series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified. Let me know an idea for a team to manage in the beta save in the comment section down below. And I'll see you next time.